Welcome to 6'5 Guys. Hi, I'm Steve Lawrence.
And I'm Ed Mobley, and today we bring you another Industry Insights video. And today we have with us Doug Glorfield of Northwest Precision, and he has a really exciting product. But before we get into the exciting product, again, thank you for hosting us last week.
Absolutely.
Out at your place.
Yes,
We're glad you actually came out to one of our local matches.
Yes, this is so much fun over here, and thanks for braving it in the mighty motorhome to come over and shoot in the snow and the blistering weather. So.
Hey, it was. But you notice we have trees over here.
Yeah.
I know.
They block all the wind.
Not much of a wind call here.
Yeah.
So,
It
makes it pretty simple. So.
Yeah, it's like
well,
zero.
in a way.
Yeah, it's like zero.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like one turret that never gets turned around.
Yeah, here it does. So very rarely at our place does that happen.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely.
Now, Doug, you are actually one of the co-founders of Northwest Precision Customs.
Yes, that is right. My partner does all the gun building and all that stuff, and I just do the Cerakote stuff on that end of it. So I stay away from all the metal shavings and things like that, and just stick to the painting aspect and stuff.
So for the guys that have a passion about the shooting industry, want to get started in a company, what was the genesis or the story behind how you guys got started?
It kind of got started that I actually went to them to have a gun built. And he asked if I wanted it Cerakoted, and I said, well, I'll do it myself, because I started to do it. And he goes, really, you do Cerakote? One thing led to another. We kind of teamed up because he hated to do it. I love to do it, and one thing led to another, and that's kind of how it went. So
it's you, and you have a partner
yes,
in the business?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep. Earl Weir is my partner,
Okay.
And he does all the gun work and stuff. So
He does.
that.
And now, with the product we're talking about today, is he also doing the machining on that?
No, this was actually subbed out to another really good friend of mine. His name is Greg Thomas. He owns GT Machining locally in Spokane, Washington. He has several CNC machines, third access, nice lathes and everything, which we've told him that he should build guns, because he's got all this cool stuff, but he just would rather pay to have his guns built. So, but what we did was came together to create this device, this product and stuff.
So we've talked about it in every term except for what it really is. So what is that you're holding?
What it really is, a lot of people in the competition world use Atlas or Harris. There's the biggest thing about a Harris bipod that a lot of people don't like are the rubber feet. Is what we did was we created, I came up with the idea. I wanted a very useful piece of equipment on my match gun that would, for a lot of barricades and stuff, that would give me good solid traction for loading the bipod. So what I came up with was spiked feet for the Harris bipod. Atlas is out there and stuff and has their replaceable ones. There's very few, there's several other people on the market that have spiked feet, but the biggest thing of mine is you can take them off and put the rubber feet back on.
Right.
Within about 38 to 45 seconds. Yeah. So usually, if you're going up to a stage, you're going to know what you're going to need, so you'll have time to swap it on.
Now, a lot of guys will actually carry two bipods, and in fact, one of the things that's unique about your product is you have interchangeable extensions, leg extensions.
Yes. The kit itself, it does come with some little 2-inch extensions. So, if you're shooting the match, it's got the little drop-off dirt hill or something. You need that extra, just extra couple inches. It works great. I can make you custom 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot extensions. That's basically going to be this piece just kind of cut in half, remilled with either a carbon fiber or an aluminum tube. Carbon fiber ones are going to be fairly spendy because of the carbon fiber tube. The aluminum ones are going to be very cost effective and stuff on that. So
now, for those that have actually taken their Harris bipod and tried to upgrade it with different feet, trying to get those off are notoriously difficult. Do you have any tips or suggestions there?
The biggest thing is if you have a roll pin punch, that's very helpful because it's got the little dimple that goes in the roll punch or in the pin itself. Basically, the easiest way is if the factory ones are on there, lay it up on a block of wood, extend the leg out, lay it up there, get it centered, and of course take it off the gun and everything, and don't be shy. You know, take a decent, you know, claw hammer or whatever. And I mean, a lot of times, if the bipod's brand new, they come out fairly easy. But if it's been used a lot, they will have a little rust in there. So one suggestion is throw some WD-40 on it the night before. But I really, you know, I mean, a couple good whacks and they're out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's fully supported, right, Ed?
Yeah, and well, yeah. So
Yes,
thanks, Steve. So yeah, so for the benefit of our viewers and not out of a mistake on my part, I tried to hammer out the roll pin, but I supported it here. And what did it do?
Yes, you want full support, like a block of wood under here. I mean, and you can get real innovative and actually, you know, take a drill bit and drill a hole in the block of the wood, and then that way that drives down into the hole, just a piece of 2x4. You know, and a lot of people that do a lot of their own gunsmithing, they might have a V block or something laying around, and that works fantastic too. You can, if you want, if you're not confident and don't know anyone, you can mail them to me, and I'll I'll swap it for no charge, and then I'll just mail it back to you with the same cost of shipping of what the feet would have cost to have them sent to you.
So you'll get the feet on it, and if they don't know anybody, maybe they should go out and start shooting, and then maybe they'll get some.
That is true.
They'll have some friends.
Let's talk a little bit about the components. So machined aluminum, this is a stainless steel spike, and those are interchangeable, correct?
Yes, these are. The thing that makes this also another innovative setup is the feet were milled out, and then the spike is actually basically just an Allen-headed set screw that we ran through a lathe, and put a very sharp point on it.
Nice.
And then inside, there's also another little shorter one that's like a locking set screw.
Yeah, and that's really, really innovative, because if somebody wanted to, they could get another set screw and just...
You could.
And just grind it.
Yes.
It's not going to be as nice as
How much are those to
Yeah.
replace?
$8.99 for a set.
Yeah, so why would you even mess around with
In the way that you can run it through the lathe with the angled bit, and it makes them.
Yeah.
The thing is, I do warn, be careful with them. They are very sharp right out of the gate,
Yeah.
And the stainless steel ones hold up pretty well on concrete. Porous rocks, things like that, no worries. I wouldn't even swap them out. They'll get good grip. If you're going to be shooting on, a concrete pad or something, slap the rubber feet back on.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah, I mean, one thing I'd like to point out for the viewers that may not, come through in the video here is just the quality of the machining.
They're hard anodized black. I was going to leave a few aluminum because a lot of people like the aluminum look and stuff, but I don't know. We just threw them all in the bucket and anodized them and stuff.
Yeah.
But just the quality of the threads and the smoothness. I mean, you can tell.
You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you machined it to a level of quality that's not even required for what they do.
It is,
that.
And Greg did a phenomenal job of machining them. He left it with a wider thread pattern, so it's almost impossible to cross thread it.
Yeah.
They just spin right off. So, to kind of start back, basically, for your install, you start with this piece here, the main threaded adapter. You pull your rubber feet off. You keep your original pin, set it aside. It comes with a newer, shorter pin that matches the width of this.
Okay. Yep.
Put the new pin in, and you're pretty much done. The rest is it just screws on. And then for hunters and stuff that use, a lot of us tactical guys or precision guys, we use the bench rest model Harris that have the notches in it.
Yes.
We also thought about the other guys that have the retractable versions with the springs. So is what we did was we hollowed that out. So when you take that off, that first pin out off the rubber feet, the spring will go back up in there. Just take a paper clip or something, create a little hook, put it up in there, pull it down, put the pin back through, and you don't lose your spring,
Nice.
retract.
Just another thoughtful.
That was another
part of the
thing
design.
that nobody actually has.
Yeah.
There is nobody on the market right now that has that. You do lose that feature. So we are the only ones that you do continue to keep that. So, and this is
the little guy right here, yeah.
This is the one that once you pull your rubber feet off, you put it right back on, and then the original pin you took out, that goes back in here.
Right, and that's
So
what
it-
I put. That's
Yeah,
what I
and
put
it
right
matches
on
the
here.
width of the rubber
Yeah.
feet and stuff on there. So on that, and then it just makes it slick. You throw those in a bag. Throw your, you can screw your extensions together and just keep them together or whatever. And
you're not having to buy a separate bipod just to have for indoor use versus outdoor use.
Yes,
So,
I watch so many guys over at my matches that I host, swapping. They'd get up to a stage, they'd have it out, and all of a sudden they'd just be like, oh gosh, and they'd be taking their bipod off, and I was like, there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
Got to be. So there got to be something simpler for everybody, on that.
So you got a high quality, product made here in the USA, completely modular, right? So you can swap parts in and out.
Yep, very modular. So
what's the cost on this?
the cost on it is $109.99. I'm trying to get the cost down a little more, for everybody. Machining costs were pretty high, and stuff on the original run and stuff. So we're trying to, work on that. The cost of the extension legs, it's going to be pretty much the same price if you want a 1-footer or 2-footers. The cost of the aluminum tubing is fairly cheap. You're going to be looking probably about $35-40 for a set, custom made set of that and stuff. Carbon fiber ones, if you want the look of carbon fiber, you're going to be about $75-80 for the legs.
Gotcha.
So, and some people, it's all about the look. So, on that. Really, for usefulness, the aluminum tube and the carbon fiber is going to be the same. Same weight, same durability, and everything. So.
Yeah, and what's really exciting about that is, Steve and I have been, pondering, shooting sticks and getting ready. I mean, that essentially replaces shooting sticks. I imagine.
It does.
Make a scabbard to keep those legs in, and then just screw them right on here. And
a lot of the guys that run the Eberly stocks, with the guns in the pack in the back, you can just slide them in right next to it.
One less piece of extra gear that you need to
Yeah,
throw around.
exactly. You have more modular pieces that you can just carry with you instead of complete extra pieces and stuff.
So availability, how do you actually order the
right on our website, on our Northwest Precision Customs website. You can't miss it on the homepage, up in the left-hand corner, big old thing, Harris Spike bipod feet. Click on it, takes you right to the buy page. The minute you order it, I get a confirmation email, and I usually get it sent out within that day or the next day. So, and get them right to you. So.
Well, Doug, thanks a lot for taking time to come over here and shoot with us and
absolutely, I love it.
Just share a terrific product.
Yeah,
for our
we're really
audience.
excited about this, and
cool.
Actually, a number of the guys we're starting to see that we shoot with actually use the product, and
yes,
we're going to be demoing out our own copies, so we're looking forward to
cool.
using that.
Right on. Well, I hope you guys enjoy them and stuff, and if anybody's we can list my email, website, or whatever, so anybody can get a hold of me if they got any questions.
Do you want to let our viewers know what your website is?
Yeah, it's www.nw, as in Northwest, Precision Customs. The thing is if you just Google Northwest Precision Steel Series Challenge or Rock Lake Rifle Range, my range, you're going to pull up a ton of Google stuff, and you'll be able to find me.
Yeah.
So.
And just quickly about the Rock Lake Rifle Range, we've received some questions around how do you go there? Is there membership? And maybe so you can tell our
we're
viewers
working
about
on
that.
memberships right now, trying to figure out a price, and stuff, and what upgrades we need to do for that. I'm actually also working with a guy. We're sending some stuff off to maybe try to get a grant to improve it even better on that. You can email me at redcorn1971 at gmail.com on that. And if you want to come over and rent it, right now I'm doing rentals, if you want to come over and just rent it. I'm trying to keep it somewhat public, for the time being and stuff, or private. And that way just people get a better experience,
right?
On that. So if a group of 4 or 5 guys want to come over and just shoot themselves, they have it all to themselves. They don't have to, everybody knows everybody that way. Yeah. So.
Boy, you could be like just the coolest person.
Well,
Inviting become quite popular over on the eastern side of the state.
It's,
bring some of your friends over to the place, pay for the rental. That's awesome.
Starting last year in May when I held my first shoot, and then how it's progressed to this year, it's just really been awesome. And I can't say enough to all the shooters that have supported it to come and shoot there and stuff, and how much support I've got, and just people love the place. It is kind of a unique place to shoot.
Absolutely.
and stuff. It really tests your ability in the wind. So absolutely. So on that. And we'll also at that range we'll be hosting The JC Steel Challenge, you know, a PRS shoot, April 24th through the 26th.
We
It'll
will
be
be there.
Yeah,
Looking
we're
forward to
really
that.
excited about that match.
Yeah, so you know that's really put her on the map there too, you know,
Yeah.
and whatnot. And Jake and I, we're gonna come up with a pretty cool course of fire and stuff. So yeah, it'll be
Awesome.
pretty fun. So
All right, and you've given us an idea as far as when we get our stuff Cerakoted, we're going to have to do the
The 6.5.
you know, when I did that, I actually was thinking of you guys.
Oh,
totally.
really?
I was
Oh, thank you. Thank
I
you
have
for
a
the-
lot of those stickers.
Thank
so,
you.
yes,
Thank
if
you for the rifle.
wherever you need it, you know.
Although
so.
it's not left-handed, can you give me a left-handed
No,
one?
well, I know. So that's.
I'll
just
give
it.
this one to Steve.
Yeah,
you can bring me the
so
left-handed
you know, I
one.
try to get creative on this stuff. Cerakote, you know, most people know about it these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the most durable, awesome substances, you know, for a paint out there.
It is, yeah.
You know, like when we had all that rain and everything,
Yeah,
I'm sure
right.
you guys probably had to, you know, wipe your rifles down quite a bit. I didn't even worry about mine because everything's Cerakote on it.
Yeah.
Nothing can get through to it. You know?
Right.
Yes, of course, the inside right where the chamber is and the bore. That was about it. So other than that, I don't even worry about it. So,
Excellent.
you know.
All right, guys, be sure to check out Northwest Precision Customs Rock Lake Rifle Range, and you know, if you have any questions, get in touch with Doug.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a call. You know, I'm pretty fun to talk to on the phone. So.
Yeah, and we'll have all the contact information
Yeah.
on the website, and so again, folks, you know, please share, link, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. You know, tell your friends about us.
Yeah.
We really
If you have any
appreciate that.
also any comments or questions, please leave them below. We definitely respond pretty quickly to any input or feedback you have.
Remember, folks, life's an adventure.
Stay on target.